Week 7 on the Blitz, and the push toward the playoffs continues. Mona Shores looking for their first postseason appearance in school history. They'd have to stop Zeeland East in our game of the week. In the Blitz battle, Caledonia tried to be the first team to knock off Lowell this season. Plus, unbeatens collided in the Wolverine Conference. Paw Paw and Plainwell met with a league championship on the line. The Blitz starts now.
Buenas noches, amigos. Welcome to Blitz. It's Week 7. Mitch Fick here alongside Steve Ambrose. And hello to everybody listening on the Michigan Sports Radio app.
Big night as several teams trying to inch closer to both conference titles and playoff berths, like in the OK White, where 3 teams went into tonight without a league loss.
But one of them guaranteed to lose, and then over in the OK Red, you got Rockford and East Kentwood, both coming into the night undefeated in the conference. Both very, very important games tonight that we'll get to later. But first, our game of the week. Mona Shores needing a win tonight to lock up a playoff berth. Wouldn't just be any trip to the postseason. It'd be the first in school history. But Zeeland East figuring to make things tough. The Chicks lost for just the second time in their last 36 regular season games last week. They haven't lost consecutive games since September of 2009. They are our game of the week. Both teams coming in with one loss in the OK Black, both looking up at Muskegon and Reese Pupper in the conference. First quarter Sailors striking first. Tyree Jackson, what a year he's having. Asante Brown for the 32-yard touchdown, 6-0 Sailors. Second possession, Dom Shermetta taking it up the middle, 9 yards for the score. It's 12-0 Mona Shores. Still in the first. Sailors really starting to take control. Jackson hitting Brown again for 20 yards, 19-0 Sailors just after the first quarter. Now in the second, Jackson. Kid throws a great ball. Marquand Sargent, 57 yards and gone, 26-0 Mona Shores. Still in the first. Sailors, Shermetta, in from a yard out, 33-0. Fast forward to the end of the game, the only thing in doubt, Koziak's going to get the Gatorade bath. Unreal performance by the Sailors. Their first playoff berth in school history. Congrats to them. 47-26. Tyree Jackson, the junior QB. We talked about him all year, and he continues to impress. 4 touchdown passes. Asante Brown with 2 of those catches, and an interception on defense. And over for Zeeland East, Dan Pohanka with 3 touchdown passes for them as well. And Fox 17's Brett Bakita now standing by live at Mona Shores High School. Brett, first game in Sailor Country for you, and Mona Shores doing a good job putting on a show for you.
I tell you what, they saved a great performance for a huge crowd for homecoming, Mitch, and color me impressed. I mean, I watched this team. I hadn't seen them. I didn't even get a chance to see them last year. Didn't know what to expect coming in, but they are as advertised. As a matter of fact, I think this might be the best triumvirate that yet to be seen out there in West Michigan. When you look at some of the highlights you guys had, Asante Brown, 2 touchdowns in the interception. Marquand Sargent didn't even make our CG board. He had 2 touchdown catches over 50 yards and also ran for another one for 54 yards. And afterwards, the guy that you mentioned, our player of the game, Tyree Jackson, we caught up with him on the victory, guys.
We just played our hearts out, and that happened. I mean, we just did what we could do. Every time our offense is on the field, we expect to score. Coach Koziak came here, his first year was 1-8. It just means a lot to go out here and actually make the playoffs for Mona Shores. We're not done. We got to get the home field advantage for playoffs, and we got to get far in the playoffs. Getting to the playoffs doesn't mean anything. We got to get far.
6-1 now overall, 2-1 in OK Black Conference play. First time ever in school history making the playoffs, and they're doing it also without Deontay Moffitt. He's their starting running back normally. He's out with an injury, guys. Impressive win for Mona Shores, and one that they needed to stay in what's going to be a very competitive OK Black Conference race the next couple of weeks, guys.
Brett, thanks. Wolverine Conference East Division title on the line tonight in Plainwell. Both the home-standing Trojans and visiting Paw Paw entering at 6-0. The winner guaranteed at least a share of the league championship. Not new for Paw Paw. They have won 3 consecutive crowns and 4 of the last 5. Plainwell looking for their first conference title since 1993. Second quarter, scoreless game. Plainwell's Trent Monroe faking the pitch, finding Jacob Almeida in the end zone. 6-0 lead. Paw Paw answers right back. Jay Dahl looks right. Kyle Williams out leaps the defender, comes down with it. 20-yard touchdown reception ties the game at 6. Late second quarter, Redskins on their own 25. Dahl looking for Williams again, finds him. 50-yard pass to the Trojan 25. And then a couple plays later, Tim Wheelinga takes it in from 2 yards out, gives Paw Paw a 12-6 lead at the break. Third quarter, Monroe going to keep it on the option into the secondary. Then he's gonna watch this here. Wait a second. Oh, wait. Oh, nice cut back. 64 yards for the score. Extra point gave the Trojans a 13-12 lead. Fourth quarter, Redskins short field. Dahl hits Bobby Yarbrough inside the 15. Under 5 minutes left. Paw Paw lining up for the 22-yard field goal. Drew Persley connects off the upright, and it's in. Woo! Paw Paw 15-13 lead. Trojans have a shot. Fourth down on the Paw Paw 40, just 15 seconds left. Monroe tries to run it, can't get the first down. Paw Paw wins a tight one. 15-13 the final. Jason Hutton joining us live from Pointwell High. He was on hand for this one. What an incredible finish to this game, Jason.
It really was a great finish, Steve, and what you said there is key, a tight one, because Paw Paw entered 6-0. They hadn't had a game decided by less than 36 points entering, but everybody knew that this game was going to be close because both teams were very good, and boy, was it close. Never more than a 6-point difference in this entire game, and when Plainwell took the lead 13-12 in the third quarter, you thought, hey, maybe they were going to be okay because of the way their defense was playing, but what a key play in this game, Plainwell punting, Paw Paw called a fair catch, a Plainwell defender runs into the punt return. After the fair catch, 15-yard penalty. That set up that game-winning field goal. What a great win for Paw Paw. And the guy that really brought it home was Tim Wielinga, the senior running back and linebacker. When Paw Paw was having trouble throwing early, they gave it to Wielinga to run tough between the tackles, and he must have made 20 tackles on defense. What a game for Wielinga. What a win for Paw Paw.
We just pulled together as a team, really. Offense wasn't clicking like normal, but, we pulled together and we fought. We knew coming into the game that it was going to be a fight, so, we just pulled together as a team and got the W.
This is the greatest win I've ever had. We just came together as a team. We're all family, and our defense is strong. We know it's strong, and we just pulled out.
But, sometimes it's good to win ugly. Like I said, we haven't been pushed the whole year. And we needed this game that, hey, prove to the players that we can play tight games too. And if we have to run the ball, we'll run the ball if we have to too. So.
Well, their junior kicker, Drew Persley. I went up to Drew after the game to ask him for an interview. He declined. He said he'd prefer not to, but what a kick that was for him to make sure it was only 22 yards. But you have to remember, I talked to Coach Hessler after the game about the decision to kick the field goal. He said it was really a no-brainer, even though normally we go for 2. We don't kick a whole lot. They did kick an extra point after their first touchdown, missed it. Their second touchdown, they went for 2 and didn't convert. Then on 4th down and goal from the 5, they kicked the field goal and win it. What a win for Paw Paw. 4 consecutive Wolverine Conference titles. This one clinches a share of the East Division. They can win it outright next week against Otsego. That'll be a big game as they try to win it outright. Great win tonight, 15-13. Great game here in Plainwell.
Certainly was. Thank you, Jason. Coming into this week, a pair of OK Red teams still unbeaten in the conference. Rockford and East Kentwood. The Falcons getting ready to start the toughest part of their schedule tonight as they host West Ottawa, and then next week they got to play at Hudsonville, and then they got to go to Rockford to finish out the regular season. But a win tonight would mean that Week 9 meeting with the Rams would be for the Red title. So how do the Falcons respond to their biggest test of the year? By hitting the Panthers with everything they got. Second half, a familiar sight all night. Halfback tosses for Kentwood. They were key, and this is Michael Ivey running wild. The only way he goes down is he trips over his own feet. Great run for the Falcons later. This is 4th and 6 for EK. Kyle Freiberg going up top. It's going to be tipped right in the arms of Colin Calloway for the touchdown. Falcons up 27-6 in the 4th. More from the toss. Michael catching, barreling his way in for 6. Falcons putting themselves in a great spot in the OK Red. 34-18 the final. So Rockford is over at Granville tonight. That's Bubba the Bulldog. Come say hi, Bubba. Or don't. Rude. First possession for the Rams. Landon Hayden trying to swing it outside, but it's on the ground. That's a live ball. It's a backwards pass. Josh Ham scoops it up. He's gone. Granville D coming up huge, a 7-0 Bulldog lead. But Rockford bouncing back. Ethan LaCourte, he's inside his own 10, off to the races. Going to get to midfield before he's finally tripped up. And then in the second quarter, CJ Farmer plowing the field. Where is he? Way to shoot this well, Mitch. Way to go. Where is he? There's CJ. getting in for the touchdown. And congrats, Steve, to Ralph Munger, 200 career wins at Rockford. Rams getting their 8th straight win over Grandville, 26-7 the final.
Final stop in the red, Grand Haven at Huntsville. Principal Dave Feenstra leading the team on the field on a motorcycle. In the first, Carl Johnson hands off to Schaefer Thielen. Uh-oh, trickeration, back to Johnson. He's wide open, down at the 1. 3rd down, Johnson. He's like, man, I've got to get this ball in. He's gonna battle, stretches, he's in for the score. They count it, 7-0 Grand Haven. Move to the second quarter, Mason Oppel looking to pass, nothing, so just lower the shoulder, get his way in. 7-6 Grand Haven, extra point, Oppel, breakout! Rolls out, finds Cody Boswell in the end zone for the 2-point conversion, just like the coaches drew it up. The Eagles up 8-7 at that point, go on to win 28-17. We are off and running on the Blitz, still the common experience that not every high school football team gets. Tonight, annual game at Fifth Third Ballpark, home of the West Michigan Whitecaps doing the honors this season. Greenville and Forest Hills Northern, highlights on the way.
And North Point Christian with a chance to get their 6th winning hit to the postseason. Godwin Heights hoping to snap a 2-game losing streak.
And later in our Blitz battle, somebody was going to get their first conference loss in the OK White. Question was, would it be Caledonia or Lowell? The answer is later in the show.